live and push us out to the FYP. Get this going. And with that being said, again, we're only looking for some debates. So if you are friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. What up, what up, what up? Let's kick this thing off right.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, you slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey!
Step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat.
Hey!
Talk slick, but you ain't got source.
Nope.
Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force.
Omna.
The trap, the trip, the call.
Hey!
Once I'm snatching it all.
Boom!
Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No
Nope.
cap, no
Nope.
shield. Nope. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah. This ain't a safe place.
It is not.
This is flames.
It absolutely is.
You wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, we're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Guys, there's accountability afoot. Because I have realized that people don't care. I had an opportunity to sit back and watch the Jubilee video today, and watching the Jubilee video and watching and listening to these people again, it really made me realize that people just don't care. Like that's where we are as a society. That's where we are as a whole. There's a bunch of people that don't care about other people, and Republicans, first and foremost, they don't give a damn about Epstein survivors. Anyone who claims to still be a Republican, MAGA, conservative, I don't give a fuck what you call it. You don't care about anyone when it comes to the survivors of Epstein. White men, you guys don't care about shit but power. If you can't hold on to power, then you don't care about anything else. Moderate Democrats, you guys don't give a shit about our country. Like let's be very clear. If you consider yourself to be a moderate Democrat, then there's no way in the world that you actually care about our country. White women, sorry, you don't care about white supremacy. Bet you won't actually argue that one. I bet you won't. And last but not least, Black MAGA, FBA, foundational Black Americans, you guys don't care about Black people. You are anti-Black as fuck. So, if you disagree with anything on the background, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Only request of how to partner. If you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, we're only looking for some debates. If you are a Trump, if you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Let's get this thing going. I don't think this person. Oh, Oh, hi, David. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I disagree with something on the background. I disagree with the word white men nothing but power.
You are like really like your signal is really bad.
Oh, sorry. I disagree with the white men nothing but power.
Okay. Are you a United States citizen?
Is that important?
Yes, it is. It says America doesn't really care, and we're talking about people in America.
Yes. It helps.
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Let's see here.
M24, and I just want to say that Trump.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yeah, I am. I just want to say that.
Yeah, you are what?
Oh, no, I just want to say something real quick.
No. You don't get to come up and just spam words. There are actual ways that we go about things. And no, you don't get to just say whatever you want. If you're not a Trump supporter or disagree with someone on the background, then you have to leave. Don't actually respect people's boundaries. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yeah, I disagree that white women don't care about white supremacy.
Okay. All right. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay. You don't get to like spam random stuff. Are we good?
No.
Okay, then leave.
Okay, thank you. I will.
Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Guys, I'm sorry. I like seriously respect the boundaries of the live. I mean this with like, I'm so serious. I talk about this all the time, but consent is so important. And I don't consent to people coming up and sharing other stories or like just coming up and doing random stuff. Like, please respect the boundaries of the live. I have no interest in like all the other like weird things around. We're looking for some debates. So only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. What up, Brett? Hi, Deb. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Deb, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay. Deb's not there. I don't know if this person's gonna load. Oh, hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? I am something.
Yeah, I disagree with something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know if you have a little bit of a delay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Let me move.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yeah, I disagree with what you said about FBA.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I can't make out your name. It's I am. What can I call you, friend?
Zamad.
Zamad. Can I call you Z? Is that okay? I don't want to mess. I know I'm gonna keep messing up your name.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Z, before we go too far, quick question for you. Do you know who I am?
No, not really. I seen your page, but I don't really know who you are.
Okay, cool. Hey Z, would you mind if I give you a quick introduction, you and everyone else, a quick introduction to who I am and what this is?
Nah, I don't mind.
All right, perfect. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Hey, repost the live, guys. That's super helpful. Like sharing the live once or twice, that's cool, but make sure you're reposting the live. I'm also going to keep setting up these little 1 cent gift goals. It'll help boost the live, but we can knock those out a couple of times. And last but not least, if you guys like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. All right, Z, you said you disagree with the point that I have that says that FBA and Blaga, they don't care about black people. Tell me why you disagree with that.
Well, first off, I'm FBA, but I'm not Blaga.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm more neutral. I think most of the people that identify with FBA is neutral.
That's
I think
not
y'all
true.
just used to everybody being I think y'all used to everybody being a Democratic shield, bro.
Yeah, see, right there. Who'd you vote for in the 2024 presidential election?
I didn't vote.
Why not?
I didn't really like the options.
Okay. So help me understand. How do you care about black people? Because being FBA is antithetical about caring about black people. And even more so, you didn't even care enough about black people to go cast your vote in the 2024 presidential election. So help me understand how you care about black people at all.
Well, I care about my people. I don't dislike other people. I don't dislike other people, but I think we've been everybody else moral support for long enough. I think it's time for us to focus on self. And that shouldn't be looked at as a threat.
So help me understand, what are you doing as FBA? What have you actually done to help self? What have you done to help black people?
People or black Americans?
Black people. This says black people.
Okay, so I don't agree with Pan-Africanism. I don't believe that there's one way you can help all black people.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, what have you done to help black people?
I don't help black people.
Okay, so the prompt is correct. You don't care about black people, right?
People.
Your mic is trash. Your signal is trash. Like, your takes are trash. I need, like, can you fix your signal?
It's probably because I'm in the basement.
Are you in your mom's basement?
Nah.
Yeah, no, seriously, yo, your signal it's really bad. I can't hear you that well.
All right, I'll drop and try to come back up, bro.
Yeah. Feel free to come back. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me, knock out the daily gift goal. Let's see here. Also, guys, hit that follow button. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. So please, if you look at the top, you see the word follow. That means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. I've figured this out today, that America doesn't really care. Republicans, they don't care about the Epstein survivors. White men, they don't care about anything but power. Moderate Democrats, they don't care about the country. White women, they don't care about white supremacy. And Blaga, FBA, they don't care about black people. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If the question is what is FBA, then that question isn't for you. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Lolita, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yes.
You are a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I'm a Trump supporter.
Okay. All right. So as a Trump supporter, you don't really give a shit. like plain and simple. I think that it's pretty well documented that Trump supporters, Republicans, you guys don't really care about like the Epstein survivors. You guys don't care about our country. Can you just help me understand like why don't you care about other people?
I think you just threw a bunch of accusations on me, and I don't think it's my fault to debate you on these accusations. I think you need to prove them.
I think you came up here on my platform for a debate, and so if you're not going to actually debate, did bro really just say, "How dare you get me to try to debate you on a debate live?" You don't think you should have to debate on a debate live? What are we doing? What was that? I don't know what that was. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Zinvana, I think that's pronounced Zivana, Zavayana, Zevevin. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? I'm gonna say that's a no. I think you are friendly. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I'm curious about the white women supporting white supremacy. Why do you think that?
Because
like you think that we all, or?
Well, I think that the white women that are coming up, that are willing to come up and actually debate this point, definitely agree or prove the point. Would you say that you're a white woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. You care about white supremacy?
I think it's screwed up.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me what you've done to try to directly dismantle white supremacy?
I mean, I feel like I try to talk to people of all other ethnic backgrounds, because as a white person, I feel like there's a lot of privilege that comes with that, and not deserved privilege by any means. And I don't know, I just feel like I try to understand where other people are coming from and try to go to the rallies and talk to people and see what I can do to make other people feel more comfortable and not feel, I guess, I don't know, nothing super specific.
Oh, okay. So nothing super specific, and you talk to other ethnic backgrounds. Got it. Couple of questions. Why are you talking to other ethnic backgrounds?
I think it's dangerous to stay within your race, because you should get to know people as people and not just as a race, and understand.
Wait, so hold on, I'm trying to understand. So are you talking to other ethnic backgrounds about white supremacy?
Yeah, and just what it is to have the pressure of, I don't know, having color to your skin, and the fact that there are a lot of things that you guys have to worry about that as a white woman I don't have to worry about. Hey, what's the difference? Why
are you talking to different ethnic backgrounds? Why aren't you talking to, like, you talked about other ethnic backgrounds. What about races?
What do you
mean? Hey, what's the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality?
Ethnicity is how you look, race is your culture, and nationality is the country you're from.
Race is your culture?
I mean, there is a culture to the race they were raised in.
What? What culture? What's white culture?
I don't really think there is a white culture.
You just said race is the culture you were raised in, so like it has to be white culture, right? Hey, you got white family members?
Yes.
When's the last time you talked to one of your white family members about dismantling their racism?
Regularly, because my father is racist and supports Trump.
Oh, okay. How's that going?
Awful. It's a nightmare.
When's the last time you talked to him about it?
Yesterday.
What would you guys come to the conclusion with?
He won't listen. He just screams and yells, and that's why I try to talk to people of other races, because I need other viewpoints, because I need something to get the point across, because he doesn't get it.
I don't think you do either, though.
And that's honestly, that's why I'm here. I want to learn. I don't want to be ignorant. I do want to learn.
There's a couple of things that you could actually start with. One, like finding out what race is and what's the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Two, thank you for the star map. You got to talk to white people. Like when you start talking about other ethnicities and all this other stuff, only white people can dismantle white supremacy. So like you shouldn't be talking to black people about white supremacy.
Yes, when I say that, I mean I talk to people of an ethnicity to try to get their viewpoint.
Why ethnicity? Why not races?
I'm sorry, say that again?
You keep saying other ethnicities, like which race?
The other races, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I misspoke.
Have you figured out what's the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality? I think she's gonna Google it. I'm gonna say a couple of thank yous while that happens. Debbie's in the chat for Lanelle. Lanelle sent a $5 super chat to say, saw you on Jubilee. You did great. There were so many great discussions. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Yeah, being on Jubilee was awesome. We did a watch party earlier. Like the video is going crazy. It's almost at 500,000 views and it hasn't even like 24 hours. It's like the video is going way faster than other videos. So that was dope. Debbie's in the chat for Caroline, who sent a $3 donation saying, love what you do. Thank you so much, Caroline. Debbie's in the chat for Miss Torres, who sent a $2 donation saying, starting the night off with the new background. We love it. We told Jubilee to bring you back for more. I know that's fucking right. All right, I know that's right. Debbie's in the chat, Miss Torres. Debbie's in the chat for Nahal, who sent a $1 donation, said, what happened to praise be Allah? Yeah, right. Debbie's in the chat for Lamar for the $20 donation, saying, based on the background, I'm gonna prepay a kick for God damn. Yeah. And last but not least, Debbie's in the chat for Janelle, who sent a $5 donation saying, finally made it in time to hear my jam tonight. Now I'm hyped at 10 p.m. Congratulations on your Jubilee episode. You crushed it. So proud of you. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the love and support. You guys are fucking awesome. Debbie's in the chat for all the donos, guys. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks to you. For you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 250,000 likes. Also, make sure you hit that follow button. We got 100 new people on the stream already, but we're on our way to 200,000 followers. So please, please, please make sure you hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when I go live. All right. Did you get an opportunity to look up the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality? You have to come back into the app for me to be able to hear you.
Oh, shoot. So sorry. Yes, and I do understand the difference. I guess I just misspoke what I meant by it. But race is like your looks, your appearance, and what society places you in.
But you know, and I'm not even going to hold you to it. I guess this is the big point that I'm trying to get across. So the reason why I say that, how much of your family is racist?
Just my dad.
You sure about that?
I would like to believe so.
Why would you like to believe that it's only your dad?
Because racism is a big problem and it shouldn't exist.
But what's the likelihood? Let's say, so your dad is racist. You've already came to that realization. Does your dad have any siblings?
One, but I don't know her.
How many siblings do you have?
One sister.
One sister. Is your sister racist?
No, not at all.
How do you know?
Because we've spoken about it.
Have you guys talked about dismantling white supremacy?
Yes, and she is much more on top of the subject than I am, to be honest with you. She's lived in Baltimore and Memphis for most
Oh,
of her
so
life.
she's been around Black people.
Yes.
And so that's why she's more adept, because she spends a lot of time with Black people.
And she can just do more and understand more than I can, because unfortunately I live in a very, very Republican white community, and I don't get the exposure that I would like.
So would you say that your sister like understands Black people and pretty much can speak Black people?
Of course not. She's not Black. But she understands more so than I do. She talks to people more about it than I do.
Not somebody already in the chat screaming for Kay. Kay can't save these people. Kay cannot save anyone because of the background. She cannot save them. You guys can scream for Kay all you want. Kay is not saving anyone tonight. Okay. Hey, you said you voted for Kamala Harris.
I did, yeah.
Okay. Did you get a chance to hear about like the blue bracelets after Kamala Harris lost?
Yes, and it was very controversial from what I understand.
And what's your take on it?
I think it came from a good place, but if it wasn't taken well, then I don't think it should have been continued. Because if it's doing something to try to support a specific group of people and that group of people doesn't like it.
What was the good place that it came from?
Trying to support women of color, from my understanding.
Did you get one?
I did not, because a lot of people said they didn't like it.
But did you think about it? Be honest.
Yeah, of course I thought about it until I really looked into it and realized that it was more detrimental from people it was trying to help, I guess.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna keep it 100% funky with you. The reason why this says white women don't care about white supremacy is because like you're not actively trying to dismantle white supremacy. You're not actively trying to use your privilege to fight white supremacy. You're not engaging with white people enough to actually create a coalition of white people that are going to fight to give up the privilege of whiteness. And like it starts in your home. And if you can't even get past point A with your dad, then like, you know, that's a problem. But then also, if you don't see the harm in the performative nature of a blue bracelet, then that's also a problem. I think understanding.
I do now. I think the initial, you see the headline and it's like, oh, wear this for support. But then you look into it.
That wasn't about support though. But think about it. Why is it that every time there's some type of movement, then it ends up being like cultivated by a white liberal woman who doesn't necessarily want to put in the work, but definitely wants to put in the look? Are you a feminist?
Yes.
What's womanism?
I don't know the definition.
Womanism was created because feminism became white-centered. And it didn't actually highlight the different women and femme-presenting women. Like literally, feminism was supposed to be inclusive, but then white women like completely cultivated it and took over it and centered themselves. And so to make sure that all women and femme-presenting people were included, they had to create the movement behind womanism. So
I remember that, yes. Sorry.
Yeah. So
I do wonder, what ways would you say that would be helpful in order to help like head on defeating that thought process? I'm going to try every single day to change my dad's mind. I don't know if I'll be able to,
Thank
but
you for
I'm
the gloves.
never going to quit.
Nisa.
And I'm going to keep talking to people about it and saying how I think things are harmful based off of what people of color are telling me. And I do want to do what's best. And I think the blue bracelet idea, from what I understood, was I want to show that I am a safe place and I'm going to support you. And if there's anything I can do to help you, then I'll do it. But I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to, like, where do you start other than with the few people in your closest circle and going to the rallies and talking to people and online trying to understand and talking on chats, and do you know what I mean?
Ray says, Santana, what more do you want her to do? Sounds like she's trying. Ray, you come up here and tell me about it. Ray said, "What? Sure, Ray. I'm gonna send you a request. Come up here and tell me about it." Yeah. Ray, go ahead. You said, "What more do I want her to do?" Sounds like she's trying.
I would just say, as a white social worker who has worked with people for multiple years and trying to figure out what we need to do better, she sounds like she's trying to figure out what she needs to do better.
If she was trying to figure out what she could do better, would you recommend her to go find Black people to figure out what she can do?
I think she needs to look at all avenues to figure out what she should do better. And I think, like talking to you, she's trying. Like, again,
Ray, just really quick, are you a white woman?
Yes.
2 for 1, guys. We got a BOGO. Who don't love a deal? All right, perfect.
But here's the thing. I'm also a social worker who's advocated for people of all races for years.
What's race?
So, like, I understand I don't know all things.
Ray, what's race?
But I also listen to you to listen to you
Race.
and to learn.
Ray, what's race?
What is race? Like how you identify as a person. Like your ethnicity, your color of skin, how you identify.
That's just wrong.
What would you say? Can you guys say the same answer? And I was trying to remember.
Who created race?
Society.
Who? Who though?
People in our society, probably white people, to get advantage over Black people.
I don't think you know what you're talking about either, though, Ray.
Hey. But we're also just trying to learn, so we're open to it. You just sound like we're not trying.
Hey, Patty, can you come collect these white women? I don't think Kay is here right now. Patty, are you available?
I see everyone in the chat saying bare minimum, and that, it doesn't seem like we really care, but I do care, and that's why I want to learn.
Is J Hops here too? Oh, J Hops, you get up here too. Hold on. J Hops, if you're free, come up here too. We got Patty and J Hops.
Hey, but Santana, when you say, then you're saying all white people are racist, but you also listen to Parker and you co-host with Parker. So when
did I say anything about all white people being racist?
She's fighting real hard.
All I was saying is that white women aren't just racist. We're trying.
That's fine. I got 2 white women up here for you white women to talk to. That's okay. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna pass it to you.
What does trying do for Black people or people of color?
I went to school for 6 years to be a social worker, worked at a domestic violence agency.
I didn't ask you for your bibliography. I asked you what trying does for marginalized communities. Are you up here because you want a cookie?
No, I was just trying to say that we're not all the same, that white women do appreciate Black culture. We also want to help.
Oh my God. I think that you deserve to be in the cheap seats, but J Hops, go ahead.
You'll see this later in the CA Santana, but I'm gonna say it now.
We can say Cash App here. As a matter of fact, Debbie's in chat for J Hops for the Cash App. J Hop said,
I said, from one white woman to another, you need to be talking to white people.
I also do that regularly.
I'm talking to Nessa, but also to you.
Yeah.
And the other thing
that, I do talk to.
No, actually, if Santana were to ask me the question he asked you, I would say I talk to the white people in my community, the white people at my job. I wear provocative clothing so that white people will approach me and say, what does that mean? What are you, I create space to have conversations with white people. I do not ask Black people, what can I do to speak for you? And I say speak for you because that's what the blue bracelet people do. They're trying to speak for Black people and not amplify Black people's voices. So what you need to be doing is reading books, and talking to white people. It's okay to be in Santana's live and learn things and pay attention to what's going on, but then taking that information to white people, not going to rallies and talking to Black people at the rallies, not talking to Black people. But more importantly, let's just say it's understanding the difference between race and ethnicity, and that it's okay to call Black people, because not all people of color are Black. So you're totally dismissing a whole set of people by calling all people of color. They're not. It's like saying that white people are white people and then everybody else is of color. That's not how that works.
I wasn't referring just to Black people. I was referring to just all people of color, because white women do
honestly, I don't believe you, to be fair. I don't believe you. And that's just because of my experience of being around white women like you. But I think you need to read books and sit in panels and listen and not come up to defend white women and white supremacy, because what you're doing is admitting that you don't know anything about dismantling white supremacy. You haven't even like picked up like a leaf to turn it over to see what it is, to be fair.
In all fairness, I've worked in a shelter. I've ran a shelter. That's
Again, nobody asked you for your bibliography.
So also done an immense amount of training on culture, race.
Patty, you're a super mod, right?
I'm a social worker for 20 years.
I just want to make sure.
All the time.
Yes, I am. I try really, really hard not to. Oh man, Santana, listen. I don't think that I'm the right person for this, because I just want to yell at them.
You could tell. I would be interested to hear what you had to say, because again, I do talk to white people. I'm a therapist. I talk to white people all the time.
I think it's terrifying that you're a therapist, to be quite frank.
I think that's sad that you don't want to incorporate us to help everybody.
I'm a white person. Hello?
Right. So why would you not want me to learn?
I need you to stop demanding labor of Black people.
Nobody's demanding that.
Really?
Nobody's demanding that.
Really? You asked Santana what else this person needed to do.
She's trying to learn.
No, you can learn from the comment section. Learn from books. You don't need to be on the microphone.
Her to come up. He literally asked for people of different thinking to come up, so she did.
To be clear,
initially I asked what he meant by that.
Hey, Petty.
Honestly, and like what I'm trying to say.
Also, let me just say this: W's in chat for Corey. You got Ray. You got muted by another white woman from the comments. What up, Corey? Corey says she don't play that shit. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I guess this is all coming across a lot different than I was hoping it to, and that's the problem,
we know.
right?
We know.
That's the problem.
Hold on,
but you're being hostile about it when I really am trying to learn about it.
You just dropped the hostile. Nobody is being hostile up here.
Well,
we're on a panel on our phones. No one's being hostile. And also, I'm going to steal this. I stole this from Solid. It's been 500 plus years. There's no more hand holding. It's teeth to curbs. Teeth to curbs for racism. I don't have time to be nice to white women trying to figure out how to treat people who don't look like us with decent humanity. It's too late for that.
I agree. I agree with J Hops. The only other thing I wanted to say is, yes, I am being rude because I'm tired of people handling white women with kid gloves.
But also, Petty, didn't Ray sound a lot like the white people that say, well, if you want us to help you, then you have to be nice to us. What's the point of us trying not to be racist if you're just going to say, what else can we do?
Absolutely. Dangling their participation or their support over everybody like it's a gift. They want their cookies.
Yeah. So Ray, Nessa, this is the thing, right? So the reason why I requested for Petty and J-Hop to come up is because they're white women that I know like don't fall in that category as far as when I say white women don't care about white supremacy, because I know they do care. right? And another reason why I know they do care is because they didn't request up to actually debate it because they get it. What I will say is the premise behind advocating for people when you don't actually know enough to advocate for people is harmful. You perpetuate misinformation, disinformation, harmful myths. You do things like think that, oh, well, maybe the blue bracelet is a good idea, but maybe it's not a good idea without even understanding like what the entire premise is. So to answer your question, Nessa, what more can you do? Or Ray, you said she's trying. What more could she do? Or you? What you two could do is actually talk to these two. You need to talk to other white people who have started the process of not only deconstructing, but are actually in the spaces, places that you should be in. They have the knowledge, the reading that you should engage in, and you should look to actually learn from other white people to spread that message with other white people, because the only way that white supremacy is going to be upended is with other white people ending white supremacy. I'm going to send you both a request to come off mute because I don't know if either one of you knew that you're on mute.
Can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Because I want to go back to the comments. I don't like being up here.
There's too many eyes on you.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take a page from my birthday twin, President Swan. If you guys aren't following Black Swan, you should. You should sit and listen. But more importantly than that, one of the things that she has said, and she and I have spoken about this on the back end a lot, you need to be willing to give up your privilege. If you're about this life, if you're about deconstruction, you need to be willing to give up your privilege and stop talking.
Well said, Teddy. I'm gonna say something else too, and I'm gonna drop. I sent Ray, Nessa, and Ray. I sent both of you a follow. If you're really about it and you really want to deconstruct, then I expect you to follow me back, and then I will send you some book recommendations. But I'm telling you, of all the people that I've done this with, I've only ever had 2 people respond. Most of you just block me immediately. So, and if you do block me immediately and don't ask me for book recommendations, I 100% am going to make a TikTok about you.
And I'm gonna send her this part of the actual debate so she can use it in a video. That's peer pressure.
You know what? That's fair enough.
Okay.
Honestly, I am hostile, but my DMs are open. I'm willing to also share any resources. You can follow me. I'm always in solid space. I'm in these TikTok streets, so maybe not Ray. Nessa, you can.
All right, Ray, anything else for you? I sent you a request. There we go.
All I was going to say is I do feel that way, but on the other hand, I would be interested in learning. That was my whole point, was that, like, I think the girl was trying to learn, and that was it. That was my whole point, was I think she was trying to learn and listen, and I think she's trying to make...
That wasn't me. That was Corey. I didn't even get to do it. J-Hops, I appreciate you.
Thank you. I've already got like 6 follow requests. But I'm really excited actually, because it's great stuff. Thank you.
Listen, J-Hop, they don't like, they came up here, they don't know, like, the white women that actually like rock with my space, they don't know that y'all don't play that shit. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate you. I'm gonna drop you down.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah. Whew. I tell you what, they better be glad Kay wasn't here because they got off easy. they better be glad Kay wasn't here because they got off easy. Oh man, they got off easy. They got off really easy. They did get off easy. W's in the chat for Shandell. Shandell sent a $5 donation, said, "We'll demolish you in debate very soon. Stay tuned. Come catch this fade." I mean, okay. W's in the chat for J-Hop, who sent another $5 donation saying, read a book, don't ask black people to educate you. W's in the chat for Jay, who sent a $6 donation, cut my racist dad off 3 years ago. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Kirsten, who sent a $10 donation saying, new fan of yours, but I really love what you do. Introduce yourself with the mandatory vasectomy belief, and I've really enjoyed your live ever since. That makes me super happy. Thank you so much, friend. W's in the chat for Esther for the $1 donation saying, chill out. She's coming to learn. Like you're being hostile. She's being so sincere. Esther, come up here. Esther told me to chill out. Esther said, chill out. She's coming to learn. Like you're being so hostile to her. She's being so sincere. Come up here, Esther. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Whew. W's in the chat for Aaliyah, who sent a $5 donation saying, being comfy with being uncomfortable is necessary to dismantle racism. If you can't do that, you need to STFU and take a whole seat, read a book, don't ask black people for their labor, learn how to get uncomfortable. That's true. And like, that's true with everything, not just racism, but sexism, like classism, like everything, absolutely. W's in chat for Johnson Tittle for the $2 donation saying, GTSY, Breathing White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo is a great place for white folks to start learning about racism. Prepare to be uncomfortable, though. Yep. W's in the chat for Stacy for the $2 donation saying, Kay would have been up there tearing their ass up. Kay, what happened? W's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation saying, to the guests, take a look. It's in a book. We're reading Rainbow. All right, we got some more donos, but I'm gonna see if we can get another debate before we can get it going, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're ever on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, Jess. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I think maybe I might have something against the white women supremacy thing.
Okay. Can I finish thanking a couple of people over on YouTube and then I'll get back to you?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. W's in the chat for just Devin. I saw the chat start moving it. Chat, stop. Stop it, chat. Stop it. Stop it, chat. Okay. W's in the chat for just Devin, who sent a $5 super chat to say the next Jubilee video needs to be one excellent leftist named Santana surrounded by MAGA. You were a trounce MAGA talking point to their face. Yeah, like it was really fun doing that, and I wouldn't mind doing like 1v20. I would do that. W's in chat for John for the $5 super chat. Say Santana, just subscribe, brother. Keep being real. Trump is false. The right is losing it in their debates. Debating is mad and hurt and use. Yeah, I completely agree. Like it's crazy what's happening on the right. W's in the chat for Campbell, who just became a late night tuber and followed that up by sending out 2 YouTube subscriptions. Holy fuck! W's in the chat, and W's in the chat for Jules for the $30 donation. Hostile. What that combo was nice, by the way. Amplified black voices. White people need to educate themselves. W's in the chat for Jules for the $30 donation. W's in the chat for Dragon Lover for the $20 donation saying white people against white supremacy, or you can get the curve. God damn. Dragon Lover does not play that either. I'm telling you, like the white people that hang out in my space that rock with me do not play that shit. They do not. If you're a white person that's a part of our community, like they don't play. Anyway. If anyone else in the live would like to support, or if anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Jesse, tell me why you disagree with the white women don't care about white supremacy.
I was listening to some of the other people, and maybe I don't have a leg to stand on. I'm not sure, but it's like, there's only a certain amount of things you can do being a white woman that you can advocate for black people. Like, you know, when the George Floyd thing happened, I was, you know, sharing these posts about how we need to change laws to better protect people and hold cops more accountable for the shit they're doing. And, you know, I changed my profile black. I've even stopped talking to my dad because he was such a racist asshole. So for me, it's like, how far is enough to, you know, support Black people and not seem like you're supporting white supremacy, you know? Like,
you know what?
like,
That's actually a good question. I mean, it's a sincere question. What do you think? What do you think is like enough? What do you think is far enough?
I think with social media platforms and stuff, for me, that's about as far of a push as I can get in petitioning for, you know, doing the right things and stuff. Disconnecting from racist ass people. I think that's all necessary things. I just don't know politically how I can help change things on my own because I'm only one person, you know?
Okay.
I do watch a lot of your content, by the way. I do love your content. Yeah. I saw the tagline and I heard a little bit of the conversations and I was like, well, maybe I'll get in on this one.
Did this conversation make you feel a little uncomfy? Thank you for the seahorse, Rachel.
I know there's a lot of good women that actually do want to advocate for the right thing, and I would just hope that doesn't include like majority of white people, because I don't necessarily think it applies to a majority. But
I get it. How long have you been watching my content?
I think I started in December or January.
How much have you learned about intersectionality?
I've watched a ton of your videos. Can you define it a little more?
What is whiteness?
Whiteness. What does that mean? Like,
who's Gomez Inez de Zurara?
I don't know who that is, honest to God. I moved down like 5 hours away from where I used to live, and like that's majority of what I was doing was listening to a whole bunch of your videos.
Tell me more about, like, what was, you said that you changed your, after George Floyd, you changed your profile picture on Instagram to the black square?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted to push for change, and I wanted everybody to know what I was behind, and you know, I wanted other people to do it with me, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do.
How much change came from you changing your profile picture to a black square?
I think a ton of people followed me actually and did that. There was, obviously you get the bigoted people, which I ended up blocking because they put the blue line thing over the black square, which I don't agree with. But
what was the blue line in the black square? I don't think I was kept up to speed on that one.
They put a blue line saying cop lives matter, which yes, they do. But in that instance, that cop was wrong. Everybody knew that cop was wrong. That cop was terrible. That cop deserved everything that came to him. Like, I don't agree with that at all. And I've fought people so venomously and passionately over that whole situation because
you fought them online?
What happened to him at all. Yeah, online and comments, people in person.
Tell me about the in-person stuff.
My grandma, I wouldn't say she's like super MAGA, but she's definitely a Republican. And we had a conversation about the George Floyd thing like a week ago.
About a week ago?
Like, yeah, it was about a week ago. And I told her, I said, there's nothing right about having a man face down with a bunch of cops on top of him. And, you know, he's saying, I can't breathe, and you just don't let up. And she's like, oh, well, he was resisting arrest. No, he was on drugs. I'm like, that doesn't make it right.
You know what I saw? like I saw a lot of stuff. Hey, did you get a chance to see like, because a lot of people tried to do different things to ensure that like people knew that they were, you know, like had Black solidarity. And I think that's a good thing, right? I think it's a good thing to always ensure that like when we are in a place of conflict, that there's solidarity across the board. I know like the House, like the Democrats in the House, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, they took a knee and they had on the kente cloths. Like that was a good thing too, right?
I don't know enough about that to say, because I didn't even know they took a knee.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. Hold on 1 second. So, you know, again, it was all about Black solidarity, and this occurred after, you know, George Floyd and do you remember Colin Kaepernick?
Yes, yeah, I do.
So you know how like they were giving him such a hard time for taking a knee and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and I don't understand that either. I mean, it's like soldiers kneel for the fallen, so I don't understand why that was a big deal and that happened either.
Yeah, for sure. So this is what the Democratic leadership did. And so like this happened a lot. And I think this is what you were talking about as far as like, you know, solidarity, right? This is something along the same vein as, you know, what you were saying. And tell me if I'm off base with that. This right here. You there, Jess?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking at the picture.
That's solidarity, right?
As long as it was genuine and authentic that they were doing it and not just for politics, yes. Because, you know, some people, they just do things to look good in politics. And, you know,
Really? Do you think people do things just to look good in real life too?
True.
What's something that you think that people do just to look good in real life and on social media?
I mean, there's tons of things you could do. I mean, you could change your picture. You can, you know.
Oh,
post.
like, wait, so are you saying that people who like change their picture, let's say to a Black profile picture, do you think that they could be doing that just to look good?
I mean, yeah, they probably could. I don't think I was thinking that when I did it for me.
But how do we know?
Thought it was the right thing to do, but
how do we know? How do we know? How do we know, Jess? How will we know that you're one of the good ones?
I mean, I guess you wouldn't know unless you got to know me personally. But
Jess, so this is the thing, right? You said a couple of different things, and you included the fact that you said that you cut off your racist father, right?
Yeah.
How many races are in your family?
I cut off a few people, so I would probably say at least 3.
At least 3. Is your mom racist?
No.
But your dad is.
Oh yeah. They split up when I was born. So.
Oh, okay. You got siblings?
I have a brother, but I don't speak to him.
Is he racist?
I'm sure he'd say not, but I believe he is.
So, see, this is the issue. When it comes to fighting white supremacy, and I've said this, and I said this with the last person, right? It's the responsibility of white people to actively do the thing. And cutting off your racist family, while there is some functionality into that, like, we need you. Hey, you know who Marshawn Lynch is?
Yes.
Marshawn Lynch has one of my favorite quotes. You ever heard the quote about running through someone's face?
No.
I'm gonna play that for you really quick because I think that's important. Okay. All right.
That's when it just clicked in my mind.
Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna play this for you, and I want you to tell me what you get from this.
That's when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and over.
50 into Cardinal territory, still going.
Over and over and over and over and over and over.
Let me stop this because this is. I wanted to play the whole thing without the actual pauses. Sorry.
That's when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and over.
50 into Cardinal territory, still going.
People have made edits. Anyway, what'd you get from that? What'd you get from the whole premise that I really want to play the whole thing. Let's see if this is it. Because them cutting away for edits is like fucking stupid. All right, that's
when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again.
Fuck it. I'm sorry. I should have vetted this out. Anyway, point being, what did you get from that? What do you get from Marshawn Lynch saying that?
He talking about football though, or is he talking about like?
Yeah, fuck. I should have, it just popped in my head. And the point that I'm making, the point that he was making is at times you have to be relentless, right? And you talk about giving up on your white racist family members, but the only people that are going to be able to get through to them is you. And so sometimes you're going to have to run through a motherfucker face, right? And you saying that you're just cutting people out and without actually actively fighting. Like the point being is that everything else that you are doing, right? Fighting with people in the comments, fighting with people by changing your profile picture, like that, you changing your profile picture, you change your profile picture and this right here, both of those things did the same thing, which is nothing. Like your profile picture going black and then them taking this knee, both of those things did nothing. And that's the point. So the big thing that I'm trying to get across is if you actually care about white supremacy, you would be on the forefront fighting white supremacy in the sense that not necessarily saying you have to go out and march and all this other stuff, but you would actually actively be educating yourself. You would actively be trying to stop white supremacy within your family and then trying to stop it within your community. That's the point that I'm getting across. And so everything else is of a performative nature, right? I mean, sitting in and saying that, like, what more? I know you didn't say this, but earlier there was like, oh, what more can you do? More. Like I say this all the time. And you know, I talk about like how I try to advocate for women and I try to amplify women voices, but I could be doing more. Like I have a certain privilege that my platform allows me, and the fact that I'm a man, I have a certain privilege, and all of these things lend itself to I still need to do more. And so if there's anyone saying like, what more can you do? you're not on the right track. And that's the point that I'm trying to get across.
Get your point. I'm just, I don't know, because like I'm not directly involved in politics, and
It's not about politics.
Another reason I don't talk to my dad anymore is because he's against gay people, and I just truly believe he's a narcissist, and I don't think you can get through to a narcissist. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the whole thing is, it sounds like you got the whole gambit going on with your actual family. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You did. Your question earlier was, when does it stop? Like that's a wild question, right? That was a wild statement, right? You were like, when does it stop? That's what you said. Talking about when what you said earlier, what's the limit, or when is it enough? Like that's what you said earlier.
No, saying like, what's the level you can give, to something before you can say that you've given everything you have to it, is what I'm trying to like get across,
It's not enough until it's dismantled.
I don't think I could do much more than what I have done. That's all.
It's never enough until the patriarchy is dismantled, until race, gender, until those are dismantled, like until we actually actively destroy the systems that continue to marginalize people. No one has done enough. Not you, not me, not anyone in the chat. No one has done enough until all the systems that continue to disenfranchise minority groups are completely destroyed. Until the least among us is equal to the most among us, then like no one's done.
Well, I mean, is there any kind of like causes that I could support to help it and continue to grow as a person? And, I don't like, I want to do more. I just don't know how, I guess, other than just trying to educate myself, and all that. But
that's where it starts. You got to educate yourself. Got to read. Got to connect with other white people. I mean, Petty is still down there. I'm sure J-Hop is somewhere. Kay is around. I'm sure Corey is still in the chat. You got to connect with other people who are actively in the middle of this fight, and then use the information to get put on the right path. Like educating yourself is absolutely the first step. But like disagreeing with the premise is it says that you're not on track, not even close to being on track.
I didn't want everybody to be, in that loophole, because there are good people trying to do their best,
Hey, have you ever heard someone say it's all men? Have you ever seen people have like all men or like choose the bear background? Oh, let me show you this. Let me hold on. Let me show you this. This is if Ari, I don't know if Ari's still here. I freaking love Ari. But this is, let's see.
I get your point though. You're applying it to this, and I get it. I see your point.
Well, but I'm going to show you this. Okay. I don't know if Ari's still running this background, but this is Ari's background, and I freaking love this background. Boop, boop. That's Ari's background. All right, hold on. Right there. I freaking love this background. And also Peach. I don't think Peach is here right now, but Peach has a background, and Peach's background says all men need to be accompanied, right? And like I see this background. I spend so much time in Ari's space, and I spend so much time in Peach's space, and I spend so much time in like Comrade B's space. Supervised, that's it. Yeah, all men should be supervised. Absolutely. I spend so much time in Comrade B's space, and I spend so much time in Kenzie's space. And all of them actively call out men. And I sit there and I cheer them on. I see backgrounds like this, and I'm like, fucking right, Ari. And even Ari has in there said, it's all men, even the good ones. And so the point that I'm trying to get across is you may think there's a quote unquote good one when it comes to like saying, well, I want to disagree because I think there's some good ones. The issue is that until all of them are the good ones, then none of them are the good ones. And like, we have to actively fight these systems in order to ensure that their securities and safeties, no matter who the person is. Like, that's the point. And so that's why when I see people say all men, I never get offended. I never clutch my pearls. I never say I need to actually step up and say something. I see, you know, like people put that all men things up on the background. I'm like, fucking right. No notes. 100% agree. You get what I'm saying?
I get your point. Yep, I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think you're far off, but I think that you have a point as far as like you're in the right space. I would say, like, again, educating yourself is one of the most important things that you can do, and then just going from there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You have a good one.
You as well. That's one of the good ones. This is gonna be guys. This is chat. Chat? This is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be an interesting one, chat. Holy fuck! This is gonna be interesting. Jeez Louise. Only request though, if you're a Trump supporter and disagree with it. If we just got started, Corey. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heartbeat. Hi, are you a Trump supporter, disagree with something on the background?
Sorry, I forgot to take off. I was going to say something, just I forgot to take this off.
Okay, I appreciate you.
How do I get off?
I got you. Zay is not my fault. It's not Zay. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Like, you know, I just made the background. They come as they come. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with that one. Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? I don't think they actually meant to request up. Oh, let me drop you down. Oh. Boom. Did not mean to do that. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. I got some thank yous as well. I'll get to those in just a moment. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Juanetta, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay, I don't think they meant to request up. Did you come back because you actually wanted to debate now?
Yeah, then. I think it's absolutely absurd that you think it's all men, but you have the fact that white women don't understand white supremacy on their background.
What does that have to do with each other?
Because you're saying it's all men, but like women have a play in all of it too. I'm trying to. W's in the chat for Jess Parker. Thank you for the galaxy. I don't understand what you think your points. Like, what do you think those words that you just decided to put together? What do you think they mean? Well, I think it means that not everything is just about men.
Who said everything's just about men? What are you talking about?
You.
When did I say that?
You said it when you agreed with Ari and her background.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ari's background is dope. You got a problem with Ari's background?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay, 1 second. Ari, look at your screen.
Thank you for the galaxy. Doodaloo-doo. 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 Ari must have walked away from her phone. Really quick, W's in the chat for Emily Ann. Emily Ann sent a $5 donation saying, I've had some success helping white women start deconstructing by relating white supremacy to the patriarchy. We don't like it when men want a cookie, get defensive, and ask us what women tell them how to treat them like humans. We need to apply ourselves. We need to apply that ourselves to racism. I completely agree. W's in the chat for Emily Ann. W's in the chat for Ashley for the $10 donation saying, don't chill out. I know that's right, Ashley. W's in the chat for Ashley for the $10 donation. W's in the chat for John for the $5 donation saying, Santana, thanks for putting these topics to get the conversation started. You taught me a lot about race and misogyny. I'm a white man that's working on deconstructing and is going through some things. I know that's right. W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that. W's in the chat for Nikki. Holy shit. Nikki sent a $20 donation. Nikki said, first time donating, but I've been watching you for a few months. White women here that learn so much from you every day. These convos are a great wake-up call to check myself. Keep being amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the hell out of you. W's in the chat for Shannon. Shannon sent a $5 donation saying, I'm a white woman, but I'm glad I'm not that white woman. And black labor isn't free. Sorry, it's not more still. No worries, Shannon. Shannon, thank you so much for that $5 donation. That's absolutely fucking amazing. That is a lot of money, so I appreciate the hell out of you. W's in chat for Jules, who sent a $20 donation saying, cutting races out of your life as a white person is taking the easy way out. Boom. W's in the chat for Megan for the $1 donation saying, my sister and I have a podcast called Pick the Bear. I would listen to that, Megan. And W's in the chat for Petty, who sent a $5 donation saying, these white women are failing the open book test. God damn. Yeah. W's in the chat. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Also, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know that when I go live every single day. And hit that follow. Ari, if you can hear me, Ari must either put down her phone or went asleep or something. Ari, if you're still here, get up here. Ari, someone wanted to file a complaint.
I think that Ari's too scared to talk to me, actually.
Ari would dismantle you. The only reason
she wouldn't, Santana.
The only reason Ari isn't up here right now is because she had to either put her phone down or Ari's watching Demon Slayer. Ari's in the live. I'm gonna message it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Anyway, so you were saying something about the white women, white men, all this. Hey, what are you doing to fight white supremacy?
Nothing really.
So you don't care about white supremacy?
It's not that I don't care. It's that I feel like I don't really need to put anything into it because I feel like I wouldn't really matter. No one really listen to me.
Why not?
Well, because my opinion wouldn't really matter for other people. It doesn't matter on this line.
The whole point of coming and joining a debate live is to be able to debate a topic that you think that you actually have some type of, standing on, right?
Yeah, well, obviously I don't agree with the fact that Black people cannot be racist. I mean, how is that?
What does it say anything on the background about Black people not being racist?
It's on Ari's panel, dude.
This isn't Ari's live and Ari isn't here right now. Has Ari cooked you so bad that you have PTSD from it or something? Did Ari lay the smack of the down on you and now you can't stop? Are you dreaming about Ari's background? What's happening?
I'm really not. I think it's just that you brought it up and I think it's absurd to tell the panel is all about men and she's not even a man.
What did you think that, hold on, Ari, you got a complaint. You got a complaint.
Yeah, how about you sing your song? Because you got your little donations, so sing your song. Embarrass yourself, Santana.
Yeah.
What did I do?
This white woman came up here to complain about you, Ari.
What did I do?
I was telling people about this, and apparently that made her feel uncomfy.
Yeah, why should I care?
Because you're a blatant asshole. That's why.
Oh, because I'm an asshole. I don't care.
You think you're funny? I think you're just
I am. I laugh at people who don't read books. The only way you would disagree with any of my prompts is if you don't read books. If you don't read books, that's not my problem.
I disagree with your prompts because I think women do a lot of shit too. That it's not good.
Because you don't read books? Like, are women responsible for the patriarchy? I'm waiting, babe.
Hey guys, we don't have to mute her. I got her up here. We're good. Sorry, go ahead.
When did we see the rise and spread of patriarchy? Quickly.
Can you tell me what that is?
Oh, okay. So you don't have the materials to disagree with me, babe. You don't have the foundational understanding and education to disagree with me.
Oh, yeah,
just because I'm more educated than you doesn't like, I don't care about your feelings. Facts don't care about your feelings, babe. That's not my fault. That's a you problem. If you wanted to ask me questions, you didn't have to bring this to Santana. This is not Santana's business. You could have came on my platform and asked me, right? I could have debated you. I could have dog walked you. I've never seen you a day in my life, right? So if you got an issue with my prompts, you can come talk to me about it. I'm right here. You can give me a follow and I will see you tomorrow. I go live from around 7 to 8 p.m. So you can come find me, well, Central Time.
Yeah, so can you tell me why half of the people on Pornhub and OnlyFans are completely women? How those bases are very centralized around women?
If you want to discuss my prompts, you can come to my platform, okay? Not on Santana's.
Yeah, well, Santana.
Okay.
We can get. All right, just FYI. I mean, you listen. You can take it wherever you want. If you want to do it, you can do it. Like, you're not obligated. Yeah. But if you want it, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we can go there, right?
No,
we can look at within society.
Wait, hold on.
How could you ask me about sex work? Okay, babe. And so I'm gonna give you the answer about sex work. Under patriarchal society, women's work is not valued, and we still live under a gender wage gap where women struggle to find work. So when you're trying to feed your kids, and the only asset you have in a society that only values for your body, yeah, that's the part of patriarchy and capitalism. Right? If you don't like that structure, then address patriarchy that only values women and the people who are purchasing that service rather than people that's all they have to fucking offer within the society. If you look at statistics of most sex workers, especially brown and black sex workers, they didn't want to be sex workers. They're there because they have to be, and that's the only way they can put food on the fucking table. Why don't you blame the men that are purchasing the service? Because guess what? It wouldn't be a service if there wasn't customers who wanted it.
Actually, it wouldn't be a service if the people weren't doing it in the
first
place.
Because men automatically are still assaulting women anyway. We can look at, if you read a book called, and this is me doing a plug, if you read a book called New Age Sexism by Laura Bates, which talks about this new age of AI, women don't even have to do anything anymore, right? They're just taking AI and taking women's clothes off, right? So it doesn't matter what women and femme-presenting people do. Men are just fucking disgusting pigs, right? We saw this happen on Twitter with children because they're taking AI photos from families' Instagrams of children and removing their clothes with them. So instead of addressing the issue of rampant sexism and the sexualization of women and children, right? Because there's nothing a woman can do. There's literally nothing a woman can do to not be sexualized. Why don't we address the people who are sexualizing them?
I mean, you could have said that in one sentence. Like
I don't care. It seems like you need a lot of words, babe, because you're struggling. You're illiterate. I can't help you.
that really, really far. Like
I had to give you a really big explanation because you don't read books.
Actually, I do read books.
You don't. When was the last educational book you read?
What?
When was the last educational book you read?
Last educational book I read?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a book about social studies.
Social studies. When?
Like a week ago.
On what? If you read it a week ago, you should know the title.
The Revolutionary War.
What's the title of the book, babe? There's so many.
It wasn't. It was an audiobook that I listened to.
Okay, what was the title? There's still titles to audiobooks. Are you kidding me?
I don't really remember.
Okay, how old are you again?
I'm 24.
What was the title of the book? You're grown as fucking hell for this bullshit. You're acting like a fucking 18-year-old.
Can you give me one book that you read that's educational?
Yes, actually, I run a book club. So the last book we read is Black on Both Sides, a transracial history on identity. So don't play with that game.
Wait, all right. She's going to Google a book. She's going to Google a book.
She's Googling a book right now. She's Googling a book right now. She's Googling a book right now. Good job, babe.
I didn't Google a single book.
Great. And so, the book we're reading this month in the book club I run is Why Women Have Better Sex Under Socialism. So, what's the title of the book you read? I can you can ask Santana. I regularly show books on this live all the time when people want to ask me for books.
I can vouch she is a bona fide nerd and always has a book at the ready.
Why are you bringing Santana?
Just because I wanted to give validation. I read fucking books. The title of the book you read. You see how I read that book 2 weeks ago and I still fucking remember.
I mean, I can go check my audio piano.
Just gave the name of the book.
Ari, I think this background is going to be crazy.
I don't know why why did she come to you? Come to me, bro. You got an issue.
You know what's funny? I was just saying, I was giving this other lady an example because she was like, well, I think it's a few not all white women are like this. And I was like, well, I was telling about some of my favorite women and femme presenting people who have these backgrounds and they say all men and all this. I said I sit in these lives and I cheer you guys on because I completely agree. I don't feel offended and say, oh, well, let me go up and actually fight back because there's a few good ones. And so, yeah. Kay has been crazy.
It was called 1776.
1776.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Good job. Is that the only book you read?
I mean, no, I've read more. But
okay. What books have you read on sexism since you're concerned about women and their bodies?
About sexism?
Yeah.
Not too many, actually.
Okay. So then this is what I mean. You're not educated enough with the materials to be able to combat what I'm saying because you don't understand shit. I read books on this all the fucking time. I can literally show you my library. I read Feminism's for Everybody, Men Who Hate Women. I'm still talking. Adults, an adult who's actually literate.
I got you, Ari. I got you. Go ahead.
An adult who's actually literate is still fucking talking. Thank you, babe. Black Pill by L. Reeves, When God Was a Woman. Black on Both Sides was actually written by a trans man. What else do we got here? We got Shifting the Double Lives of Black Women, Unapologetic. What is it? Being Black in American Schools, because I'm a fucking educator, so you keep trying with that one. Hood Feminism. I can keep listing off this shit, and that's just my physical library. We're not even in my Kindle library, nor in my Libby app. So what else do you want? I also do research. I have a whole Discord full of research articles and everything I read that I source to everyone who follows me who wants to be in my Discord. My free is freely accessible. So what else? How do you understand gender theory? Where do you get your information on gender theory from? Because there's gender theory. This is how we understand and study gender. Where do you get your information on gender theory?
I don't understand why you think that only.
Hi, I'm asking you a question. Answer that. Because to be able to critique me, you have to know what the fuck I'm saying. So, where do you get your information from on gender theory?
Information on gender theory? It's not only a book, so you can get it off.
Hi, I'm asking where do you get yours? I'm not saying what specific book. Where are you getting it? It could be from anywhere.
Articles online.
What article? Name me an article.
Hold on.
Googling random articles. Okay. I mean, you could have just got this ass whooping on my live. We didn't have to embarrass you because my panel's a lot more smaller. It's not as embarrassing. You didn't have to get this ass whooping in front of 1,800 people.
No, it's funny because
wait, hold on. Actually, we're closer to 2.5 if you add in the fact that we're on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram as well. So it's about 2.5. Ari's up here straight BTA. If you don't know what that is, that's belt to ass. And Ari is not playing. Guys, make sure you guys are showing Ari some love. She's already at 7.3 thousand coins, but let's go ahead and take care of Ari. Let's get Ari over 10K immediately. Make sure you drop that follow because Ari cooks people like this all day, every day. And last but not least, I know for a fact that Ari has her pay links and the link tree in her bio. Send her some money. I'm telling you, she's gonna spend it on another fucking book. Like I would say spend it on something else, but she's gonna buy a book. She fucking ran. See, you can't go that hard at him, Ari. You gotta you can't go straight BTA the whole time.
Yeah, I don't care about your feelings, babe. If you're gonna listen, one thing about me, if you're gonna come on my fucking platform, the one thing I like is empirics. I don't take feelings. And you just disrupted me and Demon Slayer. I was in the middle of watching Demon Slayer.
I heard you were watching Demon Slayer.
I was watching Demon Slayer. I'm doing a rewatch, and this woman just interrupted it. What the fuck?
She came up here complaining so much about you. She was like, I don't like that background. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She was so upset about your background.
Well, if anybody here got an issue with my background, I'll see you tomorrow night. All right, square the fuck up and be ready with some sources. Okay. Have a great night, Santana. Enjoy.
Thank you, Ari. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Ari. What the fuck is going on tonight? K, it's got to be something in the water, K. I don't know what's happening. It's got to be something in the water. Tonight has been fucking crazy. Whew. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. Let's see here. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, man. Appreciate you for accepting me up. I'll probably just turn around and drop down because I don't really like to talk about people. I like to talk to people. And so
the Brooke person?
Yeah. I honestly, I just had some constructive criticism. Like, I don't think that, like, once again, I don't know what the other person was arguing or what they stood for. I just tuned in. But I don't think that, like, labeling people as illiterate and unable to engage in critical dialogue on subjects if they cannot off the top of their head name multiplicity of different books that they've read on niche topics is, like, the best way to change minds or to have communication. Because, like, not only are there a lot of people with, certain disorders, like, for instance, ADHD, that just literally can't build the attention span to sit down and read multiple books over the course of a year, or on top of that, struggle with things such as dyslexia, which also may present an issue. It's just like a very, like, unruly and, quite frankly, obnoxious barrier to entry for critical dialogue, and to slam somebody's illiterate because they can't name like 3 billion books that they read is kind of weird. But
yeah, I'm here. I'm fucking here. And what you're not going to do is tone police me as a Black woman, one, on how I advocate for my liberation and how I engage with a person. Secondly, right, there is no excuse for bigotry. There is no excuse for for mitigating or ignoring harm. So when we're talking about a system of sexism, I don't fucking care, right? If you don't understand the system, then that's when you need to sit back and listen. I'm a disabled person myself. And what you're not going to do is tone police me on how I advocate for my liberation.
I think the point that I'm trying to communicate is that I agree bigotry is wrong, but when you respond to somebody by slamming them and for being quote unquote illiterate because they haven't read 3 trillion books, that's something that's not just going to impact the bigot.
And what I will address is the anti-intellectualism that allows for rampant sexism to persist.
Do you mind if I finish?
Well, wait, let me hop in for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Slow everybody down. So the one thing that I want to make sure that I level set and we have a clear understanding as far as like how this all happened and where we came from and how this came to be. Specifically, Brooke made the decision to come up and not debate me on my background, but to complain about Ari and her background and the things that she had on her background, not my life, not me. And so Ari came up and specifically started engaging with her in good faith and actually saying like, hey, tell me, what are you doing, how this goes, blah, 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 blah. And so then she went down the diatribe of trying to villainize women, right? Saying that, well, women aren't innocent, like men aren't the problem, it's women. And the fact that, well, if it's so much men, then why is it that women are the ones that are on Pornhub and OnlyFans? And so Ari started calling out the fact that, like, what studies have you done on, you know, the patriarchal system, on sex work and things like that? And even more so, she couldn't answer any of those things, and she didn't want to engage in good faith in any way, shape, or form. So when it comes to what Ari was doing, like, the reason why Ari said the things that she said and the way that she had the conversation she did is because she lent not only plenty of opportunities for Brooke to be able to actually speak up or defend herself, but Brooke just was someone who was being disingenuous and, you know, confrontational from the very start, and like was specifically calling out Ari for whatever that was. So like that's kind of what happened.
I absolutely understand. I didn't catch that context, but the sentiment that I'm trying to communicate here is when we
Tone
pretend,
policing Black women.
that is not the sentiment I'm trying to
That is the
communicate.
choice. I don't care about the intent. I care about the impact. And you came up here and tone police Black women. That's what the fuck you did.
Do you mind if I finish, Ari?
I do mind you tone policing Black women. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Okay, well, so I'm not trying to tone police a Black woman. The sentiment. So I don't think that we're going to be able to get anywhere if we don't allow each other to speak. So I think that the constructive criticism and the sentiment that I'm trying to communicate is that I think it could come off very abrasive and harmful to many people, especially those with particular learning disabilities or things such as ADHD or dyslexia, to suggest that there's one way to learn. And
But
if
it's
you
not
don't
suggest
learn,
that either. You're doing the white man thing, so I don't care for the white man.
I
thing.
just,
I'm
can I
an
please
educator.
finish?
I'm an educator who literally my platform centers around literacy and teaching people different ways to engage in literacy, audiobooks, group reading sessions, and how to unpack how our education system does reading trauma. Because I understand our education system does a terrible job of teaching the foundations of literacy. So do not tone police me or how I advocate for my liberation or my profession on how I engage in literacy. Right? Because literacy means multiple different things. And the issues in this country is that we coddle to whiteness, especially white men like your fucking self, and think that your voice is valid in this conversation when it's fucking not. Your voice and your input does not fucking matter to me. But what I will not take from a white man is your criticism when you are the issue with this fucking country. You are the epitome of white privilege, thinking that your voice on a topic, especially regarding sexism and misogynoir, fucking matters when it doesn't. And I'm gonna say it as angry as possible while women like me are actively disappearing and unaliving. I'm gonna be as loud as possible, and I'm going to be as aggressive, because you're gonna sign it anyway, as possible till y'all fucking do something about it. Go, instead of tone policing me and being here, why don't you go unpack your whiteness, Dean? Instead of tone policing me, why don't you unpack your misogyny, Dean? Why don't you go unpack your transphobia, Dean? Because Cass is still waiting for you. Because now Cass is my mutual. Go address Cass, right? Go address your misogyny. Go address your whiteness instead of talking to me, because you feel enabled to talk on topics that have nothing to do with you and that you can speak for communities. Oh, I'm doing what's best. I'm advocating. I'm telling you what's the best direction for your community. No, you're fucking not, because you don't know that, because you still haven't unpacked your fucking whiteness. You go read books on unpacking white supremacy before you fucking talk to me about what to do for me and mine.
So the sentiment that I'm trying to communicate, and the critique in which I'm attempting to offer, is not one that is supposed to critique the way that you respond to racism, the way that you respond to misogyny or misogynoir, or the way in which you respond to any prejudice. In fact, the sentiment in which I'm trying to communicate is one in which is very simple. It is that there's not one right way to learn.
So then,
and that I felt,
great. So then you're not needed here. You're not needed.
Hold on one second, Ari.
My method
Ari,
is my method.
hold on one second, Ari. Let him get this out, because but I love both of you guys, but I really want us to try to bring this to a conclusion. I think that this isn't necessarily the most constructive thing, but I do want both of you to be able to speak. But just give him a second,
I'm
please.
sorry. I'm gonna be honest, Santana. I'm not listening to no white man. So he's just talking to a wall if he's talking to me. I'm not listening to no white man.
The sentiment that I'm trying to communicate here is that when we call people illiterate and ridicule their intelligence for not reading a bunch of books, this communicates the message that there's one right way to learn. However, I think what I've discovered alongside many other people is that there is not one right way to learn, and that for many people, learning doesn't mean sitting down and reading 10 books, but learning could be in another mode that is more accessible to them. And I think I speak for many individuals that may have ADHD or dyslexia or similar disorders where reading books is not the right way to learn for them. And they might prefer something a bit more interactive or short form content, such as engaging in articles or touching something, seeing something. But the thing is when you communicate the sentiment that if you don't read a bunch of books, you are illiterate, and there's just no way that you could possibly know anything about any given subject, then you are, in virtue of that fact, hurting people who use more accessible means of education to learn. I'd like to clarify that this has absolutely nothing to do with the content of the arguments from that other person who was on the live, nor anything to do with any form of prejudice or bigotry directed to use a Black woman. I absolutely understand that I, as a white man, have no space in controlling or ushering.
You have no space to talk to me about learning disabilities.
I am very specifically talking about
you have no space to talk to me about learning disabilities either.
Means to learn might feel hurt by the statements that you ushered, like ridiculing people, referring to them as illiterate if they don't read a bunch of books.
Talk to me about disabilities either. Because again, when I'm speaking about literacy, there are multiple modes of literacy. There's media literacy, right? Math is a form of literacy. So again, that's your understanding of literacy. That's not a me issue. When people come to my platform, they know what I mean by literacy because they come into a space and listen. If people actually wanted to engage and learn, they would. They would. If they wanted to learn about a topic, they would. And they would engage in all the modes accessible to them that they had the desire to. Like I said, I run a Discord literally centered around literacy, about people engaging in the ways that they can actually, I don't even force them to read educational books. I say start with the books that you desire to get a love of reading, whatever it is, or however you receive literacy. I don't even require people to read the books when they enter my Discord. I say come in and listen to the discussion around the books that we're reading in case you just want to unpack it in space and not even read the book. They don't even have to read it out, so they don't have to purchase it. So don't talk to me about the different modes of engaging literacy because I provide all of that, right? But what's happening with anti-intellectualism in this country is people feel the audacity to speak on topics without educating themselves an ounce. And I will address that. And I will account for that because that's what's wrong. And I don't care if it makes certain people feel ashamed of themselves because you still should feel ashamed for speaking on topics you haven't done any baseline information on. You haven't listened to a seminar. You haven't engaged in any which way that you feel best you learn through. You haven't even taken the time to fucking do. And you want to critique me. That woman came up to critique me on my platform by having even talking to me. She came to Santana to come talk to Santana about me while I'm minding my business on a Sunday watching Demon Slayer. So the answer is no. I reject it all because what I am going to do is I'm absolutely going to fucking shame you for having the audacity to not come to me. She could have come to my platform at any time with her concerns and say, I disagree, right? And we would have discussed it. But she didn't. She came here to Santana, a fucking man, to discuss sexist topics and regarding women's liberation, right? Without even doing any baseline information or research, not a single documentary, didn't ask for a book resource, not a paper, nothing. And people feel the audacity to speak on topics they're not informed of. Yes, I'm going to fucking shame that because people should not be speaking on topics they're not informed of. And again, I give all the accessibility within my fucking platform. So I do not give a fuck about what you say and your criticism. And does not matter what you say your intent is. It matters the fucking impact. If you actually engage and care about these topics you say you claim you care about, the impact is what fucking matters. So you giving me your intent does not fucking matter here.
So I completely agree with you that it's okay to shame people that speak on topics while they're uneducated on those topics that inevitably harm people. The reason why I'm so adamant about my critique here is because I come from a family of 2 generations of special education teachers. And the one thing that's always been imprinted onto me, and the one thing that I've always found valuable, is to ensure that we're fostering an environment in which is inclusive of all forms of education, not just one. And I guess the way in which you were speaking, it kind of indicated that there's one right way to learn. And if you don't read books, if you don't read a billion books, then you are illiterate and uneducated. And I just feel like that excludes people who learn through other means than reading books. And it's really important to promote that. Now, you shared with me that that's something that you personally promote on your lives, and that's something that you personally promote in your Discord. And I love that. I think that's great. I think maybe at the end of the day, it's just important to ensure that that sentiment is always carried. And that there's never a moment where people feel excluded or put down because they don't learn like you do. But that's really all I have to share, and I appreciate you so much.
Make sure you contact Cass before you speak to me about any criticisms. Make sure you contact Cass.
Let me say this. The one thing that I will say is that being the way that I feel about both of you, and both of you obviously know how I feel about both of you, and even though you two aren't necessarily aligned, I do think there's something to be said as far as being able to figure out a way to hear each other as a whole. And I mean, I'm hoping that there's something taken from both of you. Hopefully, maybe even a conversation that can come out of this that would benefit not only each other, but the whole. I think there's a lot of things that can be done to help each other. And so I'm just hoping that we go from that point. So I appreciate you guys.
Cool. Well, I hope that you see I'm not trying to be mean, rude, or targeting.
Oh,
and
fuck
that
off,
I'm
Dean.
just
Goodbye.
trying to promote an environment where everybody, even those that learn in alternative ways in accordance with other accessibility means, should feel invited and included in an environment to foster critical dialogue and reasonable thought. Appreciate you for letting me up. Take care.
All right, bro. Have a good one. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting. Let's see if we can get back to some debates, shall we? Or at least have the comments back on. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates.
Wow, you guys are really eating each other alive, aren't you?
Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Sure, I disagree with what do you mean by Epstein survivors / Republicans? Like, what does that mean?
Republicans don't care about Epstein survivors. You guys pretend to care about like the victims of Epstein, but you guys do nothing but run coverage for people who perpetuate harm, as far as like the rape apologists, because you still support Donald Trump, while at the same time pretending as if like you guys care about anyone but the ultra wealthy and ultra powerful.
It's hilarious you bring that up when you kiss ass to Ro Khanna.
How did I kiss ass to Ro Khanna?
Acting like he's not shilling for the Epstein files just for money and fame. Like, do you not see that? And he's like, he didn't say anything about him being worth $45 million.
Can you prove it?
What do you mean, can I prove it?
Can you prove any of the stupid shit that just fell out your mouth? Can you prove that he's worth $45 million? Can you prove that he shills for the No. Answer the fucking question. Now you're running from it. Now, can you prove, what about these nuts? Can you prove that he's worth $45 million or that he's shilling for the Epstein class? Prove it.
You're just mad that your party is eating
you
each other
prove it?
alive. Look at Ari and
Hey,
Dean, bro. You guys
hey,
hate
hey.
each
Lock the fuck in. I don't care about you crying. I don't care about your insignificant
You guys
whining.
are the
Prove what you just said. Prove it.
Prove it. I mean,
Prove
look
it.
at him. He's worth $45 million.
Okay, prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Where? Show me something that proves he's worth $45 million.
Just look up his net worth, bud.
Yes, yes. Tell me exactly where I can find the information. I will put it on the screen. I need a source.
It's a simple search. Look up his net worth.
No. Shut up. If it's a simple search, then go get me a credible source that actually proves that.
It's between 30 and 45 million.
Yeah, you keep spamming words, but you're not spamming proof. Get me an actual source that proves that. Also, chat, like, seriously, what happened. Like, there's no need to keep the conversation going in the chat. Please and thank you.
Yeah, you guys are eating each other.
Shut the fuck up and get the source. How about that?
All right, I'm about to pull it up. You ready?
Yes, give me the source. I'll put it on the screen.
You want me to just give it to you? Okay.
Yeah, just tell me the source and I'll put it on the screen.
Just look up rokanaopensecrets.org.
Okay, Open Secrets.
It's actually a little bit more than 45 million.
Okay. Did you look at this shit? What year? What's the last bit of data that you have?
Oh, so he lost all that money since 2017 is what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying what is the actual source that you're looking
Okay, so
at?
I give you the source and now you're crying.
No.
God.
I'm saying.
Oh my God. So you don't accept it? Okay.
Shut up, you fucking idiot. I'm saying, what year is the data that you're looking at? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It says 2017. You see it?
Okay,
right in
because
front of you.
the data that I have shows 2024. Now, are you sure that it's what you're seeing says $35 million or some shit? Because the information, I'm about to put this on the screen. I would love to, if I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right.
I mean, it has a picture of Rokana. I know what Rokana looks like.
Yeah. Like, what is the actual words say? Don't just look at the picture. What does the word say?
What do you mean? It says ranked 24th in house, estimated net worth 45 million.
Okay,
something.
where are you getting this from? Okay, I'm gonna put on the screen what I see.
From open.
I'm on open source. I'm on
it is.
Open Secrets. I'm on Open Secrets. Again, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it on the screen, I want you to tell me exactly where you got it from, because again, what I'm seeing on Open Secrets does not say that. All right.
Can I not use my? Oh, I can't use my camera on this account. Fuck me.
Let's see here.
I have a screenshot of it. I'm sorry. I would.
This is what I'm looking at right here. This is Open Secrets, and this is Rokana.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
You see that? Okay.
It doesn't have anything.
2024. You see that?
Go.
1.6.
That's yes through 2024, bub. Go to his total net worth.
Where? That's what I'm saying. Where are you looking at it?
Wait, go up. Go up.
I just scrolled down. What are you looking at?
Okay, so 10 million cash on hand, 10 million. Whoa,
this is for his campaign.
Go down. I mean,
you just told me to go up. Where is it that you're actually looking?
Well, I thought that's what it was, bub. I mean, I'm not.
That's why I
lying.
said.
Like,
that's why I said no.
Why
I'm
would
not
I
saying
just
you.
make this up?
I'm not saying you are. I'm telling you the information that I found doesn't say what you're saying. So I'm saying, where are you getting that from?
Here, I mean, I would. Jesus, I have I can use my camera on my other account if you want me to.
I just need to tell me where you're getting this information from, because I don't see anything.
That website, I promise you.
Okay.
It says it's from 2017. I doubt he lost that much.
I have no idea what you're talking about because, again, this is from 2024, and this doesn't say anything about 35 million.
Okay, so what is even that 1.6 million even talking about then?
Yeah, the 1.6, that's he gets 1.6 for security investments and 185,000 from this was the top contributor.
Go up. That
so this
literally
is
just says 23 to 24, bub. So if he makes 1.6 a year, come on.
Okay, can you tell me where you see
I told you it's that website. Look it up.
I'm on the fucking website. You keep saying that. No. I'm on the website. Stop talking. It's obviously not because we've scrolled up and down on this website.
I literally have a screenshot of it. It's not an AI source. I literally
if you have the screenshot, then tell me what the actual website is. Let me come up on another
account right now, and
all you have to do is read the URL out for me.
Okay, let me. Well, it's a whole URL, and I have the teapot. I mean, I'll try, but.
Howdy, partner.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Like,
I just want you to say the URL. That's it. I just want you to say the URL. Yeah, someone said go write it down. That's exactly what you can do. I'm gonna thank a couple of people.
It's hella long.
No. It's fine. That's fine. Go get a piece of paper and pen or something. Write it down. Put it in a text or something. I'm gonna thank a couple of people, and then when I come back, we'll take it from you. Let's see here. W's in the chat for Brand for the $2 super chat. There's two $2 super chats. I can't see what that says. It says message redacted. That's weird. W's in the chat for Fashi. Fashi sent a $9 donation saying, "Good evening, Santana. Saw you on your Jubilee video. Nice work. Nice work. Thank you. I appreciate it, Fashi." W's in the chat for Mia for the $5.55 donation saying, "Big feelings tonight. Also wanted to say that you're awesome. Love seeing your success. Up. I appreciate you so much." W's in the chat for Kathy. Kathy sent a $20 donation said, "You rock." No, Kathy, you rock. Massive W's in the chat for Kathy. Holy fuck, guys. W's in the chat for Stephanie. Stephanie sent a $50 donation saying, "I'm not white. The first generation Nicaraguan woman, American woman. I just wanted to share my appreciation for this live because you've inspired me, inspired better ways I can show up and fight for fight the good fight. Keep doing what you're doing." Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. W's in the chat for Jillian for the $5 donation saying, "Love your content. Question: is there a reason why you say white women would rather than white people care about white supremacy because white women are marginalized by men, which would be a layer up?" Yeah, I do. And I mean, the only reason is because right above it, I have white men. They don't care about anything but power. And that's, a layer up. So like, that's why I say that specifically. W's in chat. Thank you for that. W's in chat for Queen for the $5 donation saying, didn't that guest say, Ari was afraid to debate her? That's what she said and was absolutely proved to be wrong. W's in the chat for Andrea for the $2 donation saying, I'm not sure, Andrea, but I will take a look into that. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. W's in chat for Mia for the $1.11 donation. Thank you, Mia. I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you. W's in the chat for Anthony for the $20 donation saying, I don't know about you, but I need some pizza. Yeah, I do. I definitely need a pizza. W's in the chat for Robin for the $1 donation saying, whoa is right. W's in the chat for Robin for the $10 donation saying another whoa. W's in the chat for April for the $2 donation. Yeah, April, I'm not sure what's going on. Send me your username. I'll take a look for you. I'm not sure what happened, April. Thank you so much for that donation. Debbie's in the chat for Kelly. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. Debbie's in the chat for Brittany. No, she didn't say that. She absolutely didn't say that she had any type of issue. Debbie's in the chat for Kelly for the additional one. I agree. And Debbie's in the chat for Brittany for the $1.99 donation. Yeah, I agree with that, Brittany. Yeah, you and I are on the same page. Debbie's in the chat for all the donos. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. All right, were you able to write down that that URL?
Yeah, another dude was putting it in the chat too.
That's fine, but can you read off the URL? No, I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying, can you read the URL off, because I didn't find what you found.
HTTP, /www.opensecrets.org/personal-finance personal-finance. I'm sorry.
Personal-finance?
Yeah, finances.
Is it finance or finances?
Finances.
Okay.
/row-kana/net-worth CID.
Wait, what's before the question mark CID?
Net-worth question mark, then CID equals N000-26427 and year with the abbreviation.
That brings us back to where we just were. The N000.
It says equals 2017. Just put that and look at it, and maybe I'm crazy, but I mean.
1 second here.
Did it pop up?
Give me a second here. Yeah, so I see what you said. Hold on, let me bring it up on the screen. So this is 2017. Let's see here. Put it on the screen.
Literally, people are saying I used AI, but I literally looked it up on Google earlier, and that's what popped up first.
Okay, I'm gonna share it over here.
That website.
All right, so from 2017.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And they only have 2017. So ranked 24th in the House. Hold on 1 second. Estimated net worth 400 but almost, let's say 46 million. Let's say 46 million. So looking at his net worth, boom. So he invested and he's made 3.2 million in communication electronics, 2.01 in finance, insurance, real estate, 1.94 in energy and natural resources, 1.81 miscellaneous business, 1.26 in health, 451.02 thousand in agribusiness, transportation, construction, defense. Okay. And so this is his information from 2017. So what point did you think you were making with this again?
I'm just saying you were kissing ass to this multi-millionaire, 45 million in 2017. It didn't go down.
Can you help me understand what point you think you were making with this entire conversation?
He's shilling for the release of the Epstein files. You're acting like he really cares.
Okay,
just like
so
you said
can
in
you
Britain,
wait?
They don't care.
Can you prove to me,
you were the one that said Britain didn't care either?
Yeah, what the fuck does that have to do with Republicans not caring about Epstein survivors?
This
lock the fuck in.
Guy doesn't care.
Yeah, okay. You're saying that, right?
And you kissed his ass.
Shut up. Who are the two members of Congress that actually fought to release the Epstein Transparency Act?
Him and what's his name, Tim or whatever.
Thomas Massey, a Republican.
Massey. Democrat.
A Republican. So again, you can sit here and say, "Oh, Ro Khanna." Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That still doesn't disprove the point. You pointing to Ro Khanna and the fact that Ro Khanna is worth millions does not speak to the point that Republicans don't care about the Epstein survivors. Can we address that? Can you at all speak to that?
Massey is right there.
Yeah, Thomas Massey. How many other Republicans signed on to have the Epstein files released? And why did it take shutting down the entire government to try to keep one member of Congress from being sworn in so they didn't have enough signatures to release the files?
I mean, it got signed at the end of the day.
The head of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, railed against the release of the Epstein files. The head of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, took Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room to try to get her to take her name off the list of representatives that wanted to release the Epstein files. The head of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, excommunicated Marjorie Taylor Greene, called her Marjorie Trader Greene, in order to actually, I'm talking about the Republican Party. I'm talking, listen, I'm talking about the Republican Party. Hey, what the fuck is the point of you being up here if you're not actually going to engage in the shit?
Go ahead. I mean, it just has nothing to do with it.
No, it has everything to do with it. You just won't engage. Engage with the fucking point. The head of the Republican Party tried to stop the release of the Epstein files in every single way possible, and did so to the tune of trying to literally ruin the people who actually wanted the Epstein files released. Can you tell me how any of the Republican Party as a whole, what effort did the Republican Party as a whole put forth to show that they not only wanted the files released, but cared about the survivors?
They didn't. What does that have to do with what I was saying? I mean, you're just trying to run away from you kissing ass to this.
Kiss these nuts in your mouth. Like, I don't understand what you think you were doing up here, but the whole point was that you said you disagree with the fact that the Republicans you said they care about the Epstein survivors, but yet you did absolutely nothing to speak to that. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? W's in the chat for Samantha. I absolutely will do that, Samantha. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. I got you, and I absolutely will. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Hi, Luke. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, I am a Trump supporter, and I do disagree with a couple of things.
Okay. So which point do you disagree with the most? Where you like to start?
The fact that we have power.
I'm sorry?
The fact that we have power.
What do you mean?
You believe white men have power?
What does it say that on the background?
White men, nothing but power. So I'm assuming you're saying that we have power.
It says America doesn't really care, and this is all the things saying that Republicans, they don't really care about Epstein survivors. White men, they don't care about anything but power. Moderate Dems, they don't care about our country. White women, they don't care about white supremacy, and BLAGA/FBA, they don't care about black people. So yeah, white men don't care about anything except power.
Yeah, I agree with all of them. What's wrong with not caring about all of these things?
Okay, so if you agree, then there's no debate. You request up if you disagree, you fucking idiot.
So can you present your argument? What's wrong with
Can you tell me which point you actually disagree with?
Yeah, but
you just said you agree with everything. So then there's no debate, right? Because you're supposed to only request up if you disagree. So if you agree, then there's no debate. You see how that works?
Your job is to convince.
Maybe you should actually, no, my job is to actually debate on a no, I don't have to convince you of shit. You think I debate people to try to convince them?
That's the whole purpose of debating, yeah.
Oh, I don't try to convince you of shit. The point of I do. The point of me actually debating is to show the hypocrisy in people like you, right? Like the point of me debating is to show the fact that the people who come against the point of view is they're not on the right side of history. They don't really know a lot. They don't really care about anything. And if you disagree, then you tell me which point you actually disagree with, and you lay out the argument about why you disagree, and we go from there. Now, do you disagree with anything on the background?
Somewhat disagree with the black people. What do you mean? That
I don't give a fuck about you. Are you black?
I'm white.
Okay, then you don't get to talk about the black people.
So why'd you have it on your screen then, bro?
For the black people.
You said we don't care about you guys, right?
Are you black?
Nah.
Okay, then you don't get to talk about the black people, you donut.
So which one do I get to talk about?
Talk about the white shit.
Only the white shit? Okay, so you should have put that on your board.
Which point do you disagree with?
So let's go with the nothing but power, what I initially said.
Okay, but then you said you agree with that.
No, I disagree that we have power. That's my claim. But we don't only care about power. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, I don't care if you disagree with you guys having power. The point is, white men only care about power. If you disagree with that, then tell me why you disagree with white men only caring about power.
Yeah, because there's a lot of white men who are blue collar workers who go to work who doesn't really care about power. That all they want to do is just provide for their family. Obviously you're talking about the 1%, but I feel like that's a generalization. Would you agree?
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't know what the fuck he thought that was. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Absolutely not. Fuck that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Oh, man. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hi, Jay. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
How are you?
Good.
So I've voted for Trump 3 times. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm not. I'm conservative, right leaning, or I say moderate right leaning, I should say. I was actually watching Dean's live earlier today, and I was watching when you were up, when y'all were talking about the photo that Trump posted of him depicting himself as Jesus. Which was freaking insane. And I'm sorry, I know this isn't entirely relevant, but I just wanted to chime in on something because I shared that post to my personal Facebook page earlier today, and I've been more outspoken against Trump recently, especially since the Iran war started, and even before then I was very much leaning against him. And I shared a post about the photo that Trump posted, that AI picture that you and Dean were talking about on his live. And I just wanted to say the number of people in my comment sections just refusing to believe that it's even real. Like there's this woman especially who keeps commenting. She's like, this isn't true. This isn't true. This is just fake news. And it shocked me how.
Jay, I'm a little confused. So do you disagree with something on the background?
There is one thing I do disagree with on that, and we can definitely talk about that. I did just want to make this.
What do you disagree with?
Say this one thing: the Republicans not caring about Epstein survivors.
Okay.
I definitely
Tell me why
know that there were
why you disagree with that.
Yeah, well, I definitely know that there are some who don't, especially people who were still coming out and saying sorry, I'm nervous. I'm not very well spoken and articulate with this stuff, but I'll just say this. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, for instance, Thomas Massey. I know it's not the Republican movement as a whole that will speak out against what was done in the Epstein files and speak out against what needs to be. But there are definitely some, I just want to say there are definitely some common sense voices on the right that those two are two big ones. And I won't keep it too long because I don't really want to.
Right. And the issue is that you can talk about Thomas Massey. Yes, Thomas Massey absolutely worked in conjunction with Ro Khanna to actually get the Epstein Transparency Act released. But as a whole, you've seen the right, like the right-wing party, Republicans, actively fighting against the release of the Epstein files. And even while the files are being released, you know, there's 3 million files that still haven't been released, and the Republican Party as a whole hasn't done anything to actually try to force Donald Trump or the administration to release those files. So, I mean, there's no good reason or logic to believe that the Republican Party or anyone that still supports Donald Trump to this day, you know, such as yourself, someone who triple Trump, actually cares about the Epstein survivors, because if you guys did, then you wouldn't still be supporting Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, I definitely don't support Trump anymore.
But you don't support Trump anymore because he depicted himself as Jesus, not because of.
No, that wasn't. No. That's not the only reason I don't support Trump. I've been actually outspoken against him.
But you said you voted for him 3 times,
even before. Right. But that was.
You voted for Donald Trump even after he tried to overthrow the United States government.
That was first off. Okay, that was 2024. I don't want to get into a debate on why I voted for Trump. I will say this: a big part of that reason was, and I want to say I hate the 2-party system.
But you voted for a racist, a sexist, a classist, a fascist, and you triple Trump. You triple Trump.
I voted for what I believed to be the lesser of 2 evils, and if I could go,
tell me what was so evil about Kamala Harris.
So a big part of my reason for not liking her and not really.
Don't tell me why you don't like her. Tell me what was evil about her, because you said the lesser of 2 evils. I'm trying to understand what was the evil.
Okay. Well, okay. Two of the main reasons: her stance on border control and her stance on abortion.
Okay. What was the stance on border control?
Border control, and I know what you're going to say to this, but it's because I hear this a lot from I watch y'all's lives.
If you know the answer, then maybe don't call it a border czar. Then
well, no, I'm going to say it because I have a source
you're going to say it because
my point.
You're going to say it because you've heard it so many times and you think that's what you should say.
No, I've heard it.
What's the source that you have that proves that she's the border czar?
So it was a White House press release, I think in 2021. I can go find it.
Yeah, go find it.
I didn't okay, I'll be right back. It didn't explicitly say border czar, but
there's the only time yeah, go find it. It's fine. Go find it. Jay, you have to swipe back into the app every once in a while to ensure that you don't drop. So make sure you come back in every once in a while.
Yep. I'm looking for the actual White House presser release because I know I've seen that, but a quick search brought me to an AP news site that sums it up. If you want to pull that up.
Sure. Give me the title of the AP news site.
Okay, give me just a moment. Let me go scroll back up.
W's in the chat for Michael for the $5 donation. Michael, I appreciate the hell out of you. I see what you said, and so I won't read it out loud, but thank you, and I absolutely will. W's in the chat for Michael. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links, and Linktree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out.
Okay, so it's an AP news article that says Biden taps Harris to lead response to border challenges. And that was on in 2020. Sorry, that was 2021.
And so is this going to say that she was officially the border czar?
Oh, well, like I said, it doesn't specifically say border czar,
That's because she was never the border czar.
Right, and I don't like that word myself, but I will say, but it does clearly articulate that she was put in charge of handling the border. And
She wasn't.
I thought that was a massive.
She wasn't.
Are you going to read the article?
I've already read the article.
She
I
might
know
not
the
have
article.
been put in charge of it, but she was put in charge of she was handling a large.
Joe
part
Biden
of-
actually tasked Kamala Harris to find out what was the root cause of migration from the southern countries. And so that was what he wanted her to do. He wanted her to specifically go to those southern countries and find out why were there so many immigrants leaving those southern countries and coming to the United States, the southern border. And so, no, he didn't put her in charge of the border.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to find the original White House presser because that was a lot more detailed and than the AP News article.
If you take a look at where the title border czar came from, it came from the House Republicans who tried to enter a motion against Kamala Harris. They called her the border czar, but when they put it in like kind of a press release, but then when they had to file the official motion within the House, they had to take the quote unquote czar part out because we don't have czars in our country. I mean, I've specifically told you what Biden tasked her with, and not only did Biden task her with that, but she did that to a masterful level. She was able to slow the root cause of migration from the southern border, and she was also able to get $5 billion from Mexico to go towards border security, which Donald Trump couldn't do. So, like, your entire premise is wrong.
So,
what you're saying was wrong, but even more so, that doesn't.
I've actually got another article for you. NBC. I'm still not having trouble finding the other one, but NBC News. And I'm gonna go and refresh my memory on what exactly this part said. NBC news article that says that Harris's role will consist of 2 tracks, one of which to curb the flow of migration.
What's the name of the article?
NBC News, Biden tasks Harris with stemming the flow of migration.
Which is exactly what I just said.
Right, and clearly that was not
But look, like I said, I'm not really wanting to get into a long debate. The main thing I wanted to talk about was what we were talking about with the AI image from earlier.
But no, I would really though, I would really like it if you like coherently express how Kamala Harris was evil, because you said, as someone who tripled Trump, you said that it was the best of, or the less of two evils. And I'm saying, what was so evil about Kamala Harris? Because you have not clearly told me what was that evil thing. And you're saying you don't really support Trump anymore. And I said it was only because of like the whole Jesus depiction. And you said, oh no, it was other stuff, but clearly it wasn't enough as of 2024 to actually not vote for the racist, sexist, classist, fascist, like wannabe dictator. So what was so evil about Kamala Harris?
Well, going back to what I was saying about the border, I mean, obviously we'll disagree on the semantics of what she was put in charge of, but
it doesn't matter what she was put in charge of. She did it to a high proficiency. Again, what she was able to do was slow the root cause of migration from those triangle southern countries, and she was able to get $5 billion from Mexico to go towards the southern border to help strengthen the southern border. So you can sit here and pretend like Kamala Harris.
Then why were there still so many undocumented border crossings under her administration? Prove it. I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to keep going in and out of the app
because you guys don't know shit. You guys just say the same thing over and over. You literally sat there and told me, you was like, oh, I already know what you're going to say because I listen to you all the time, but I'm going to say it anyway. You're willfully ignorant. You're willfully ignorant.
Okay. No, okay. How about we come back and have a conversation when it's not 1 a.m. and I don't have to be at work and I'm working and I actually have a computer in front of me that I can pull up these sources.
W's in the chat for Rob for the $10 donation, saying, thank you for all that you do. Much love from Canada. Mandatory vasectomies for all. W's in the chat for sure. W's in the chat for Alexis for the $5 donation, saying, I'm going to shout you out anyway. Even if she was the quote unquote border czar, how is that more evil? How is that evil or more evil than Trump? Like, that's the whole point that I was trying to get to. Like, literally, that was the whole point that I was trying to get to. Even if I grant you the premise of her being the quote unquote border czar, where's the evil in it? Like, that's the whole thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. Hey guys, almost 2,000 people hanging out. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. Also, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Give the VOD a thumbs up. It'll push it out to get more people in. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it here, especially because we'll be back in the morning for more debates. So we are going to just call it here for the evening. Because at this point, like, I don't even know what the fuck we're doing anymore. So, yeah. What a night for sure. What time? We'll be back in the morning, sometime between 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific, and 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. But let's go ahead and hit this outro and then call it.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, you slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats will get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat, guys. What an interesting night. I appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you guys. I am happy that we got an opportunity to hang out here tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We will get back into some more debates. It's going to be an amazing week. I'm going to claim it. We're going to have a good week. All of us together, we're going to have an amazing week. So let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for all the gifts, the likes, the taps, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for everything that you do. I love you all. And as always...